Gem dealer, what a crappy game. I didn't wanna have to do a song for it, but Dan said that I had to.
Gem Dealer is a game for 3 to 5 players. At the start of the game, everyone's going to get a set amount of cards for their hand. Your whole goal of the game is to get one of each color of gem, and you'll do that by actually doing a weird form of bidding. On your turn, whoever has dealt cards, player to the left of them will go first. That person's going to pick a particular color from their hand, and they're going to lay it down. Whatever color they lay down, they are bidding for that particular color of gem. Going around the table in subsequent turns, each person, if they want to join in on the auction for that particular color gem, they're going to lay down a card or amount of cards. There's no limit to how many you can lay down per turn, and it has to exceed the numerical value of what the last person played. They once they've outbid that person, they draw a card, and it goes around the table, people subsequently adding more cards to each bid. If they can't or they choose not to, they can just say they pass, they take one final card, and they set their hand down. They're out till the bidding for that particular gem is over. Once someone is the last man left standing, they then take the gem, but they don't take a card. They then start the next bid, and the goal is to basically get one of each gem. The first person to do that will be the winner. The only weird cards in the game are the wilds. 7 wild can be played for any particular color gem, whereas for the rest of the game the colors have to match the gem you're bidding for. And then there's also a 10. The weird rule about the 10 is that the first person to play it, they're the only ones that can play the 10 for that particular round of bidding. And no one else can, and they can't play another one either. There is an all or nothing rule in which, let's say you're trying to get the last gem that'll help you win. This may be the only time you'll do it because it's incredibly expensive. You can take however many cards from your hand and lay them face down. Regardless of what color is on them, no one else is going to know. They are worth 1 for every single card you lay down. And we call that the all or nothing rule because you would never want to do this unless you're like trying to win the game because it's incredibly expensive. It'll go through your hand like that. First person to get one of each color is the winner. Gem Dealer.
Gem Dealer, great game by the gentleman Reiner Knizias.
Knizia, yeah.
I spoke too soon. It's not a great game. You'll find out. What do you think?
Gem Dealer. Gem Dealer is a weird one. I love the bookshelf series, but this is probably the low point of the whole series, which is why it's so strange that just to mention, out of sheer awkwardness, this is the one we played more so than any other. Mainly because some of my friends just latched onto this game, and we don't know why. Even some of my friends don't know why. No. Gem Dealer as a game, I'm just going to be blunt, is not that good.
It's not.
It can be done quickly if you get the right cards. Even if you do get the right cards, someone could come out of the clear blue with slightly better cards. Gem Dealer as a whole, I mean, probably worth like a 3 or a 4. I give it a 5 just because inadvertently the first like 30 or 40 times we played this, we played wrong. And we actually played in that once you've played a 10, anyone else can play a 10 as well. They just can only play one. Whereas in the game, you can, if someone plays a 10, that's it for that particular battle of cards, I guess you could say. Meaning that all the time we were playing wrong, we were actually enjoying it more. And when I found the screw-up, we tried playing it once the right way, and we were like, oh god, no. And everyone wanted to play it the incorrect way. But they kept enjoying it more, so we kept playing that way. Playing like that, where everyone's allowed to play a 10, only once still, but they can play a 10 despite the fact someone else has, for me brought it up to a 5. My friends loved it. They probably forced me to play this over 100 times. But for me, Gem Dealer as a whole, even with the screw-up, I give it a max of a 5. Like, as the game is supposed to be played, a 3 or a 4 tops.
I'm going 4. Gem Dealer's not very good. Knizia, you can do better than this. This is pieces you had lying around.
And have done better.
Yeah, this is pieces you had lying around your garage, and you threw it together, and you formed Gem Dealer. I'm not dumb, Mr. Knizia.
It'd be hilarious if he's watching. Like, it's really like,
Yeah.
how did they know?
How did they know? You're a master game designer, but this one's rather lazy. And the pieces are cheap, the components are cheap, the cards are worn thin on this box. All in all, Gem Dealers, and I try to actively avoid this one whenever they play it too. Like, they're like, you want to play Gem Dealer? And they'll play it for hours sometimes. It's maddening. It's like, no, it's a completely luck-based throw-down card, steal. It reminds me of LCR a little bit in design. Just kind of stealing from your neighbors and trying to luck based off the card. So 4 out of 10, and please don't make me play this anymore. I don't want to play Gem Dealer anymore. I don't want to be a Gem Dealer. Children don't aspire to be Gem Dealers. They're not like, oh, I want to grow up and harvest blood diamonds. No one says that. So Gem Dealer, 4 out of 10. You're giving it a what?
I'm giving it. I'm personally giving it a 5.
5. With the variation.
Yeah, if you play like it's supposed to, it goes down even more for me.
That gives it a 4.5. It's not bad, Reiner. It's not bad, Mr. Kinzia, for this little tiny game of pieces you found in your garage.
Let's be honest, it is bad.
4.5.
I guess, yeah, for pieces lying on the floor.
It's a 45%. In the modern field of academia, sure, that's a failure, but...
Gem Dealer!
Boardgasm. Boardgasm. Boardgasm.